Does 5 stacking actually suck big balls? Yes. Well, for me, it has been for the longest time. It has just been horrible. But as of recently, I have come a long way with a group of guys that I like to play with. And I really wanted to share with you how to find these people and what you need to look for in good teammates and what you need to adjust in yourself and how to actually rank up, improve effectively with your stack. Stay tuned. Welcome newcomers and trusty subscribers. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I help you become a Siege athlete so you can gymnastic your way through the ranks and improve your KD along the way. I post useful and entertaining content weekly, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. First and hardest thing about 5 stacking is probably just finding them in the first place, finding the teammates. Really, the way I've found them is just online, playing ranked. I have a cousin I queue with, and whenever we go into ranked, we suggest strats, we suggest plans, we try to coordinate with the players online, and we see how they react. And if it sounds like this, they say nasty things to you, or even if they just tell you that they're going to do their own thing, that's not who you want. Those people will not help you win. Here's what I look for in good teammates. First, you want to make sure they have a microphone, okay? Because that's like crucial. Can't be calling out in the chat, that just doesn't work. Second, I want to make sure that they have pretty good map knowledge, so they need to know their call outs at least mostly. Check out this clip where my team is constantly calling out and they know their call outs well.
Legion last is master side.
Who's the last?
Behind the bars clear?
No.
Legion and study, Legion and study. Corner,
last
right
is
corner.
vault. Last vault. Okay.
You said study?
It's not
Yeah,
there anymore.
he was in the corner.
Okay.
He pushed out.
I think he pushed out of the breach and...
How are we gonna push this? Let's push games.
He's in the aviator.
Mostly, they don't have to know everything, but like they need to know some call outs, dude. Not be like, oh, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Okay. Next, they need to have pretty much all of the operators. I cannot tell you how many times I've been like, yo, can we get a Cali? Yo, can we get a freaking Ace or whatever? Aw, I'll have that operator. Bleh. So that's not great. Done right, it might look just like this.
Let's get wall. Let's push directly to site. Cali. Yeah.
Here's a good one. They will suggest and participate in a plan. So they either make like, hey guys, you want to push through garage and take control of this and that, and you do this and I'll do that. That is really good. And if they're willing to do your plan, also very good. These are team players. These people want to win. They, you know, they respect that you have an idea of how to win and how you want to do it. That's what you want. This is a big one. They cannot be toxic. I do not tolerate toxic players. If they're talking down to you, telling you that they're better, or they just overall think that they're so much better than you, and they just are negative and they don't want to do your plans and all that nasty stuff, get rid of them as soon as possible. Those people are no good and they're definitely not going to help you get where you need to go. In fact, you want to have good synergy with these guys. I mean, you want to joke around and like be able to meme together and all that good stuff. Like you should be kind of like this. Oh, oops.
What? You are a hacker.
I actually have to report you for that one.
I actually have.
There's no way I'm not getting it.
Don't report. Don't report. I'm gonna get my elo taken away. I'm so good.
People that get you and get your humor if you like to be funny, which I do. And finally, you want somebody who can be flexible with operators, not just play one freaking operator. God damn it, people. Okay, we're all done talking about how to find players, and now we're going to assume that you already have players, teammates. A 5 stack, okay? And now you want to know how to win with your 5 stack. So the first thing I want to mention is, and this is really easily overlooked, is just bringing the right operators for the site, or the plan, I guess. Since you guys are kind of new playing together, you'll notice that a lot of people will just kind of pick the op they want to go instead of the operator that we need to go in order to win. No! These will often be operators, for example, Bandit, Cade. If you're defending, if you're attacking, it's gonna be like Ace, Callie to get the Walk of Statures banned so often. It's just the meta right now. I mean, if he's not banned, bring Thatcher. Stop not bringing Thatcher and bring Thatcher. Basically, you gotta know what you're doing in order to pick the operators, which involves a plan. I'll get to that in a second. Bring the right ops, which brings me to my next point, which is be flexible. Guys, stop picking the op you just want to play and branch out into operators that you need to play to win. A perfect example is if somebody sees a hole in your defense or attack and they ask you to fill it. Just like this.
Yeah, these guys play super weird.
We have Ford. Can you go smoke and play janitor?
Sure. You got me ADSs?
Hey, go Jaeger, Bravo.
Oh.
Give him 2 ADSs.
If you're nervous about playing new operators in ranked, just go into unranked and casual and play those operators. Get used to them, get used to their guns, get used to their gadgets, start using them more often, and that's a good way to practice, or even use them in tourist hunt. For defender, just switch the settings over to defend and start using their guns. Some of the gadgets don't really work against the terrorists, that's why they're called terrorists. So it's not always great for gadgets, but you can definitely practice with their guns. So be flexible, at least until you play with your stack long enough to know who is a better flex or who can easily. There might be some people in your stack like, yeah, no, I'll go that op. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll get it. Then fine, let them do it. You know, no big deal. You play the op you want to play. But if nobody's doing it, you and your stack should be like, you know what? I'll do it because we need that. Like, it's all about the dubs, guys. How do you do it? I don't know. I was going to try to make a W with my hand, but that didn't work. Something like this. Gotta get those dubs. Okay, this is a big one that is so easily overlooked, especially when you first start playing with your team, and that is play OBJ, for crying out loud. You see, as soon as you get the defibrillator down, attackers magically turn into defenders. Or maybe it's science. Attackers scientifically turn into defenders through science. Anyway, because as soon as you get the defibrillator down, then you're just waiting for them to come kill you and defuse it. Or just defuse it. Just play the defibrillator. Rushing in and getting kills is a way to win the game, but like, it's just not sustainable. The goal is to always get the defibrillator down, or to defuse the defibrillator, or keep it from getting down, you know? So play the defibrillator. And it's definitely the most powerful way to get wins. Because I don't know about you, but oftentimes attacking just sucks. Like, it's hard. It can be stressful even sometimes. Especially if you're not the entry fragging type. This takes more coordination and TM work. So does defend, but I mean, nowhere near as much. Once you get the defibrillator down, all of the tables have turned. And now you are the defender. Think about that. Huh? That's why you play to deny the defibrillator going down, and you play to get the defibrillator going down and to keep it from being defibrillated. Interesting thought I just realized. Even just making the other team feel like you're going to plant the diffuser is powerful. Because then they think you're gonna plant the diffuser. Which means they have to extend themselves out there in order to stop you. And that puts them vulnerable and susceptible to death. Look guys, just play the objective. Stop pushing in like an idiot. Do it for me. The way that you play OBJ instead of just for kills is actually to play for map control. As an attacker, it's to play for map control, obviously get the defibrillator down, and to deny defuse, which usually takes more map control. As a defender, you want to play to deny map control, right? Right? Yes. That's right. You want to play to hold the control, because the more control you have, the longer you will waste time, and obviously they can't get down to the defibrillator. That's the big point. That's why, like on defend, if you kill the dude with the defibrillator, it's not a bad idea if he dies in the middle of the map and the defibrillator is like right there, it's not a bad idea to like just bring your whole team to wherever that is and just hold it, because defibrillator is king. That's why they call it the defibrillator. Why else would they call it that? There's no reason! But really, play the defibrillator. Do it for daddy. It's hard to keep in mind, but if you can stay alive and deny the plant, you win. I mean, that's that simple. So, if you pick operators to do that, for example, Bandit is to keep from map control, Cade also map control, Castle map control, right? Those are very powerful operators. Just think about when you're defending, deny map control, deny plant. If you can do those three things, and stay alive, sorry. Very important. Then you win. I mean, it's that simple. So that's an easy way to think about how to structure your defense and to keep the defibrillator from going down. Bring ups like Echo, Maestro, Smoke, and even people with C4s I would call plant denial. As so long as you can prep holes above to hork a C4 up and over, then you'll be golden. Hands down, the best part about having a 5-stack is that you can actually make and execute this unique thing called a plan. Believe me when I say you're not experiencing Rainbow Six Siege the way it was meant to be until you have a 5-stack and a plan to go along with it for every attack and every defend. It's crazy how much different the game is when you have a 5-stack and a plan. This clip demonstrates what a plan might look like.
We need all fetchers on the board. Awesome. So here's the plan. We want to plant that small desk next to the big round one, basically, across the way from the big round one. To do that, we have to have piano control. We have to open the freezer wall, and we have to play in piano. And we have to basically holding the white, basically. And then we need somebody holding long, what do you call it, bonus balcony. Probably, yeah, holding bonus balcony so that the guy can go plant.
You know, if you won without a plan, probably got lucky, to be honest. That's one of the best benefits of having a 5-stack, is that you can plan as a team. Boy, is it nice. I tell you what's magical. Everybody coordinating on one objective to do one thing, and you're just gonna get more wins, I promise you. Get more defibrillators down, you'll get more defibrillators denied, you'll keep more map control, and you'll gain more map control. Promise you that. So make a plan, guys, make a plan. Otherwise your attacks and defense will end up like this. Damn it. Which brings me to my next topic, which is IGLs. How do you establish your IGL? Well, I will help you with that. There's kind of like two, I would say, big factors in the IGL and establishing it. First off, more than likely there's going to be at least one person in your stack that actually always is like, hey guys, what's the plan? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Whoever is suggesting the plans already is likely going to become the IGL. They're already kind of making a plan, or at least they always want to know what the plan is. The other factor about being an IGL is you need to have good experience on what works and kind of how to improvise as well. So in my stack, I kind of just end up being the IGL. Most of that is because that's just who I am as a person. I was just kind of born with a leadership type, I guess, personality. I don't know. But I'm always wanting to be the one spearheading things. Usually it's my plan. But at the same time, being a good IGL, you want to check with your team to make sure that the plan is good, that it's solid, that it works for them. And even ask them what they think about it. Most of the time when I make a plan, I'll say, yo, let's do this, and that. You guys bring these ops. You guys push this way. What do you think? How does that work? A good IGL, in my opinion, should check with the team and see what do they think? How's that coming together? And sometimes somebody will come up with an even better plan and I'll be like, let's do that. That's way better than what I came up with. So I'd say being a good IGL comes down to like maybe 3 big things. It's someone who's always on top of what we're doing. It's someone who is flexible enough to go with someone else's plan, has experience with what works. And that's what I know about IGLing. Moving on. Comms. Kind of like that clip. Kind of like that clip I showed you earlier. You want to have a steady flow of communication into your ears. Here's another clip of what that should sound like.
Go once in VIP.
Really?
By the VIP door. Yeah. Like by the door that pushes out to the hallway.
They have Capcan?
Legion is face. He's hurt. He's dead.
Wait up,
Unfortunately, I'm not waiting up.
Lucy's an Aqua.
Is no longer in your possession.
pushed out. Out. There's a
I think he pushed to 90, bro.
Oh yeah, he's by 90.
Lucy's by Aqua Bar.
90?
Oh my gosh. In office, pulse.
I don't know where he went for.
His C4 started glitching and I couldn't shoot it.
He's flanking you. He's in penthouse.
Okay.
He's pen.
All right.
And
Yeah, he's back in theater. It's a rook.
do you know which way he's trying to go?
No.
Is he gonna go via precinct or is
Rotate.
The diffuser has been secured.
I'm about to drone him again. One's by couches and hookah.
that's on their C4 down?
He's theater for
Yeah,
theater back.
Okay.
Theater door.
Hookah bar.
Drone the shit out of that guy.
There it is. Good job.
There's one in vase, and then hookah bar is Capcan. What are we gonna do? 30 seconds.
Yo, one's pool table. One's pool table.
Pool
Okay.
table.
Yeah.
Fuck, we gotta do something stupid.
And that's what good comms should sound like. If you want to improve your personal skills, I highly recommend this video right here. It's been the #1 biggest improvement for me, and I think it can definitely help you too. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment in below, and I hope to see you soon.